Wow, what the hell? Oh, look at their eyes. So cute.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you?
Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you?
Thank you to HUEL for sponsoring this video. More on them in just a bit. One Piece Episode 2 by Foro. Oh,
Hey,
Zoro.
I see what you did there.
And yeah, are you excited?
I am, yo ho mofos. I'm ready to get it back going. I'm feeling good, feeling ready. We ended up on a weird kind of exciting.
Mofos?
I said yo ho mofos.
I thought you said homophobes.
Yep, because that's the type of video.
We're not
it is.
that channel.
No, that's a different one.
No,
but
those are the normies.
Yep,
That's the
sure
normies
enough.
channel.
Shots fired to the normies.
Yeah, we hate the normies. Always have.
Always will. We're better. But no, I'm doing good. I'm excited to keep it going. It's been a good shoot day so far. Yeah, man. How are you doing going into this fourth episode?
It's been a bit of a cataclysm of a day. I need to escape to some TV.
Yes.
So with that in mind, Gum reaction! Straw Hats of the Reject Nation, I am interrupting this video to let you know that we have not launched just one piece, but 2 pieces of One Piece inspired apparel. Take a look. The first one up is Gum Combat Moves. Absolutely love this tee. The second one we have launched is Pirates of the Grand Line. Either one that you buy, if you're so willing to, is an amazing way to support the channel. RejectNationShop.com, barcode here on screen, link in description box and pinned comment. Thank you guys for letting me interrupt. Now back to the video. Big Trouble in Little Garden. It's a riff on the title.
Big Trouble in Little China.
There you go, good sir.
I mean, Koi reacted to that one many moons ago.
These
I'm
eyes.
impressed you'll manage to escape.
Miss Sunday.
Miss All Sunday.
She's Baroque Works second in
Ooh.
command. She's vicious.
Yeah, she's pretty attractive.
Don't point those things at me.
Come on,
It's
yo.
dangerous.
Oh, Jesus. It's so weird.
How do you fight that?
You literally can't.
I was sad to hear of Mr. A's passing.
Don't you dare talk about Igaram!
You need to get worked up. So you're captain of the Straw Hat
I
Pirates.
do like her presence.
Monkey D. Luke.
Yeah, and her accent, which I can't place.
Quite unfortunate for you, your log post is set to an island called Little Garden. The dangers there will likely be your demise.
Little Garden.
We can handle anything the Grand Line throws at us. Now give me back my hat!
Nice catch.
I'm here with an offer. With this eternal post, you'll be able to sail to a remote island, avoiding any trouble you'd undoubtedly be facing from Little Garden or my organization.
Oh my god, what an upgrade.
If you agree to hide out there, no one will ever find you. I can guarantee your safety.
Great.
Why are you helping them?
You gonna be coming with us?
Keep it in your pants. She's the enemy.
Sounds like a trap.
What do you say? I won't offer twice.
She's intimidating.
While also being attractive. Wow, what the hell? Okay.
You don't get to decide where this ship goes.
Damn.
When you took the fugitive princess on board, you put a target on all your backs. You may think you're unstoppable, but your friends aren't made of rubber. Good luck.
Oh, that was cool.
Where's she going? How does she travel?
I wonder if she could swing from her own hands. Can she touch her own
Viking?
hands?
And an axe?
Oh, okay. Interesting. We're going to a Viking island.
If Miss Sunday knows where we are, then it's only a matter of time before more Baroque Works agents find us.
We were a little hasty with the turning down the run and hide plan.
I don't run and hide. That's cool.
But what if I did?
Sounds like a thing the normies would do.
Officer agents like Mr. Five and Miss Valentine are far more formidable. Many of them have devil fruit powers.
Why don't you guys eat devil fruits? Why don't they eat devil fruit?
I will forever be grateful that you got me out of Whiskey Peak.
Made a promise.
But I won't stay and let them come for the rest. When we get to Little Garden, I'll find my own way to Alabaster.
You don't know, Luffy. He's going to stay by your side at all times.
He's a stand-up guy, always.
He does stand-up comedy, too.
Yeah.
Was
At
that
the
joke
Laugh Factory.
a stretch?
This is what we came to the Grand Line for.
But I am excited to explore. This island wasn't on any of the maps that I've ever seen.
Looks beautiful.
If there's no people, then there's no boat to take me home.
I guess you're stuck with us. Meantime, venture away. I'm starving.
You're always starving, Luffy.
Hello, Little Garden! We can't wait to see what you have in store for us!
I feel like dangerous creatures would be here.
Is that a dinosaur?
Oh, that would be so cool.
That would be awesome.
It sounds so big.
It sounds like dinner. I'm gonna call some game.
Like kicking it to death.
Let's make a bet, then, shall we? Whoever kills dinner wins.
You're on.
I feel like Zoro would beat you.
Definitely. You got kidnapped by 2 women with knives, and he took out 100 guys.
Yeah. Oh, man, they must have had a fun day shooting in Hawaii. Or the Epstein Island. One of the two.
This way.
Luffy.
What a crossover.
Ted Sarandos, you dog. Big berries.
Oh, feed me, Seymour.
Why would you put your head
This
there?
one's hungry.
Cool. Oh, I'm so happy they took the time to build that.
Yeah, we love practical effects around here.
When Luffy turned down Miss Sunday's offer, he put you all in danger. You just went along with it. Why?
He's the Capitan.
He's got a lot of. I actually don't know how to put it into words, but when you see it, you see it.
He's got intuition, man.
You gotta try some of these.
Where's Usopp?
Uh-oh.
Not where, but when.
He probably went back to the ship. We'll find him. Just
This island has time distortion.
keep Luffy out of trouble.
I love how much more they're using his stretching abilities in this season. That's pure acid.
Have you ever seen something like this before?
They're usually not so big.
What about these? Have you ever seen something like this?
Every location they keep stopping at is met with wonder and then danger.
Are you sure those are edible?
I mean, he ate a whole vial of essentially poison last season. I think he'll be okay.
Yeah, but she doesn't know that.
She doesn't. Of course she does. We know that.
Yeah, so she should shut up.
She didn't get the script.
I've definitely never seen anything like this.
Yes! It's a prehistoric land.
This has stayed untouched for thousands of years.
Oh, look at their eyes. So cute.
I want to ride one.
Priorities. Oh, Luffy. We love you.
Admit it. You're lost. Do you even know what we're looking for?
Looks like giant T-Rex prints.
How much finesse did it take to get tied up in whiskey?
There it is.
Whoa!
Definitely not a chicken.
Wow, they're on like a Skull Island adventure.
Totally. Jurassic Park.
What are you doing?
Just
But
polishing
the One
railings.
Piece.
Didn't realize they needed polishing.
Yeah, well,
He's scared.
Totally.
Didn't we set out to sea to have adventures like this?
well, yeah. But that Baroque Works lady knows something about this island we don't. You heard her. Good luck.
It's just trying to scare us. I mean, look around us. When will we ever get to see something this incredible?
You're starting to sound like Luffy.
And what's wrong with that?
What is that?
But it can't kill me if I'm already dead.
Oh, wow.
Oh, shit,
It's actually a giant. Oh, my goodness.
Do you have any ale?
That was unexpected.
Yep.
Creepy. Why?
Oh, jeez.
No need to be rude about it.
Know what I like after a good drink. I'm gonna view the whole island up here. Got to see.
I really don't.
Damn.
It's exactly what she didn't want.
Wow.
That's cool. Oh, will that volcano explode?
Looks like there's 3 of them in the back.
Baroque Works are hunting us down, and you're having fun riding a dinosaur.
What do they ride in Arabiata?
In Alabasta, we ride ducks.
Really?
What?
My loyal duck companion back home is named Career.
Wow. I don't think I've ever met a princess either. You eat lots of fancy food?
The palace chef will make you whatever you want, any time of day.
Oh, what a great life.
Scream Sundays at 3 in the morning?
No, I'm not a child.
Oh, is there a vibe?
I'm sorry. I just need to get home.
Just because 2 people are making eye contact in a longing gaze does not mean there's romantic chemistry.
When he brought her on of the freaking dinosaurs, so romantic. Just because they make out doesn't mean there's romantic chemistry.
Yeah, AKA Wuthering Heights. Whoa!
Nice. Whoa!
No! Oh, poor Dino.
Oh.
There's dinosaurs on this island.
That was a really quick fight.
This thing could feed a village.
Oh, nice practical dinosaur.
Dinosaur before?
I've never killed one before. Big day for both of us.
You guys encounter a dinosaur. Your first reaction is to kill it.
I killed this dinosaur.
You think you killed a Tyrannosaurus Rex with a kick?
He knows his dinosaurs.
This is where my sword, an actual weapon, sliced through.
This poor dino.
But here is where my kick made impact, actually bringing the beast down.
I'm on Zoro's side. Journey to the mysterious island. You could do a whole season on this island.
You can do a whole show on this island.
Yeah. You could have like couples like compete with each other, like love.
You can have a fog monster. Ooh. The freak is that?
Sounds like a child.
Who's there?
Uh-oh.
What is that?
He's been marked.
Uh-oh. Oh, there's a spell on him.
This is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life.
What is it?
Oh, it's a giant fish.
That
It's
food
cooked.
belongs to someone.
Oh, to the Viking.
Who dare steal
Oh,
my
different
rations?
Jason Momoa.
Looks like he's some kind of warrior.
Oh, a butcher.
You've got a lot of sharp things.
Sorry, what was that?
I said that's an incredible axe you have.
There you go.
I have wielded lances, spears, but the bruiser axe is my weapon of choice.
I once brandished a 5-ton hammer in battle against a mole monster.
Good.
Tell me, how did you defeat this beast?
This is where your specialty comes in handy.
Well, the creature was scared, naturally, so it fled underground. When the dust settled, there wasn't a structure left standing. That's how I got the nickname Lord of Destruction!
The Lord of Destruction.
You must be very brave.
And tough, just like my muscles. Stringy, zero flavor, coincidentally.
Warrior of such strength must have an equally strong appetite.
Ew.
Stew?
He's being nice.
You're not going to eat us?
I don't eat people. The only thing I'm starved for is conversation.
Oh, he's a nice guy.
He's lonely.
Have
You eating people?
you for lunch? I hear it now. I am Broogie, the Red Ogre, Elbaf's strongest warrior.
Oh, that's cool.
Elbaf.
He'll
Who's
come in
that?
handy.
I'm Nami.
I'm
Captain Usopp, Lord of Destruction.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, type shit. Yeah. Oh, giant pair of sunglasses on a boat. Interesting.
It must be fives.
Hurry up.
You are welcome to help.
Oh, he changed his hairstyle. That's fun.
I have this feeling like someone's watching us.
Don't do that. Don't get all paranoid on me.
All that reefer.
There's no one here but the princess and those damn straw hats. Just need to kill them before.
Mr. Zero finds out we failed and sends someone to kill us.
This is a terrible group to work for.
Bang. Boom.
That's how island ready they all became.
Shit.
He sent the psychos.
Oh, that's cool.
Looks like it's made of frosting.
My.
Oh,
Aren't you
3.
in trouble?
David Dastmalchian.
Hey, Mr. 3. Hell yeah.
Mr. Zero was quite perturbed to learn that you let the princess escape at Whiskey Peak. Added a whole pirate crew to our to-do list.
Oompa Loompa.
Stop speaking. My partner's already in the jungle, putting our plan in motion. As for you two, I could have some fun with you.
Oh, this guy's a psycho.
2 giants could make my plan complicated. Help me get rid of the giants, and I'll recommend Mr. Zero not kill you.
I really thought that this team of people would be more cooperative with one another. They seem like they're all like individual.
Yeah, it is interesting. Yeah, the infighting.
You want to try some of mine? I said some.
Very tiny, but very tasty.
It's a very anime laugh.
Are you a pirate?
Indeed, captain of the giant warrior pirates.
We both love
meet and we're both pirate captains?
This is awesome. Do you want to be best friends?
I am Dory, the blue ogre, Alba's strongest warrior.
This is Vivi. She's a princess.
Should I bow?
No.
Gentle giants.
She's on her way home to save her kingdom.
I don't know if I'll make it without Igaram.
He just keeps revealing all the secrets.
Who's Igaram?
My friend.
It sounds like this friend is a hero.
He's gone, and I couldn't do anything to stop it.
You know, we didn't see a body.
In Albath, you place their body upon a pyre and burn it so their souls can rise to the heavens.
Like a Jedi.
I don't even have his body.
But we didn't see it, so he might be alive, is what I'm thinking. And I came to that thought on my own.
Oh, I like the art. It's all anime, stylized, but made out of wood.
Your unwavering loyalty to your homeland will never be forgotten. You always believed in me, even when I doubted myself.
I feel like I've learned so much more about Igaram when he's dead than when he was alive.
Yeah.
And as I traveled far from home, far from my own father.
This is very common.
So I thank you, not just for your service, but for your love. I owe you my life.
Wow.
He was a great man.
Oh, the giant's crying.
No, he's so moved.
It's just beautiful.
What a big-hearted giant.
They are good giant effects.
Yeah.
It's hard to pull it off.
What's Elbath like?
It's a beautiful island, steep mountains, and a massive tree at its center.
Sounds biblical.
And brave warriors, famed for their honor and strength.
Wow.
A heroic death in battle is the ultimate expression of courage.
Yeah, I don't know about all that.
How do you face death without fear?
That sounds impossible. You face death with courage.
Time to go fight to the death. If combat commences and neither side yields, judgment is handed down by the gods.
So they're just gonna fight each other?
There is another giant on this island whom I share a long-standing conflict.
But I like both of them.
Every day, those battles have resulted in a draw.
That's a lot of fighting.
Dory and I have been dueling for over 100 years.
Wow.
We giants live for 300 years.
And you've been fighting for 100.
Third of your life.
Over what?
At this point, I don't even remember.
Wow.
That's what they know.
We may not remember why we duel, but there must be a champion. Honor comes both from victory and dying a warrior's death.
Come on!
That was funny.
Two giants duel to the death? That doesn't sound safe or sane.
I mean, it sounds like an extravagant show.
Pretty cool.
Didn't we set out to sea to have adventures like this?
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
We did.
Who else is watching you guys?
Yeah, we still haven't come back to them being under the spell. What the hell is that?
Is this some trick that Mr. 3 pulls off?
He did say he wasn't alone. With your weird paint.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you?
That's a lot of fruit.
While you were making a fruit salad, I carved up the entire T-Rex by myself.
Oh, wow.
Really? A whole T-Rex?
Femur was so big it almost broke my boning knife. Boning knife. I'm literally like 5 years old. Hey, what's your problem?
I guess this little boy can be in multiple spirits.
I don't know. It's like I can't stop. Stop laughing.
Like the Joker. There are so many things happening right now. So many different convergences on this island. Giant effects are very impressive, though.
Giants, can you believe we get to see this?
It's fine. That's why they call it Little Garden. Because it's little to them.
It seems like she's high.
More tiny folk, hello!
Huh?
Oh, they're giants!
The laughs kill me.
Dory!
These giants don't hate each other. They're friends.
They respect each other.
Nami, you'll be the voice of reason. Are we really just going to watch these two giants kill each other?
I think everything's going to turn out fine.
Who's going to call out the symbols on Zoro and Nami's legs?
This rock is soft.
Oh, totally.
She does seem high, yeah. While the effects and everything are really cool, I am waiting for a little bit more depth on these giants.
Yeah. I like it conceptually. You know, they fight for a sense of honor, and it's about respect.
The betrayal feels really like...
Wow. Massive bounty.
What a video game. They do know how to capture the scale, damn.
Let's go, Brody! Let's go, Tony! You're the strongest warrior in Alba! Hey!
That was a very anime moment.
Even in the shots of the sky, it just does look like giants. It's really hard to pull off.
Get out! Let's go! Put him in his suit!
It is exciting.
I feel so inspired. I want to be just like them.
You want to be a giant?
Can be a warrior.
But this is what I mean when I say great warrior of the sea. I want to live.
Proud and fearless like Brogy and Dory.
But you want to explore, though, more than these guys.
If Elbaf is an island full of warriors like these two, I want to go there someday.
And you will in 470 episodes.
Mummy, are you feeling all right? It'd be better if I could pet that cat.
Why isn't it working?
Just give it a beat. My earwax fancy cannon will activate as soon as it fully dissolves.
What?
I put earwax in his baby.
I got it.
Oh, okay, just making sure.
Good exposition for us.
No.
Boom.
Oh, no, he's killing him.
Oh, no.
There's smoke coming out of his mouth. I hate to say it, but maybe Dory drugged him.
No way.
That's an honor.
They would never poison each other.
That's right. No one on this island would ever do such a thing.
Not on this island.
Unless we're not the only ones on the island. The Baroque Works.
They stand out like a sore thumb.
Yeah. Booger guy.
Brogy!
Oh, okay. This is actually pretty sad if this happens.
Yeah, I hope he doesn't friggin' die. We have to spend more time with him than the other giant. No!
By the sword's edge, I claim my victory in blood. After a century, this fight is over.
You have to be sad.
All according to plan.
All right, yeah. No, I guess their portrayals worked because the way they were saying them, I didn't think either one of them would die. So when that occurs, it actually makes it pretty effective.
Bye, Usopp. Toodles.
Come on, this is your chance to prove you're a brave warrior. You're brave, Usopp.
This Baroque Works guy put a bomb in his ale. It exploded in his stomach. I tried to stop the fight, but Brogy went through with it anyway.
Because that's the kind of man he is.
My dear friend is dead. For what? Not honor. For nothing.
The people who took my friend Nami, they're still out there. I need your help.
I can't do this alone.
You got to rise up, Usopp.
When you're living on your knees, you rise up.
Elbaf's strongest warrior.
Where were you stabbed? There's one stab.
Save you.
I feel like he'd be able to survive it.
Nami.
Yeah, be a hero. It's like there's a little kid. What the hell? Oh.
Hey.
That's number 3's partner. I'm taking it.
I was waiting for someone, but now I'm all lost and alone.
Maybe I can help.
She's gonna poison you, Luffy. Better be careful.
She's gonna mark you.
It's up to Vivi and Sanji.
Get away from her.
Uh-oh, he's already been marked.
Ah, Miss GOLDENWEEK.
The women tend to get names, but the guys get numbers.
Run!
Oh, he looks so sad.
Yeah.
What's the point?
Oh, no.
He's feeling blue.
Yeah, the different colors represent different states. Up to Vivi, Usopp, and Sanji.
The 3 most unlikely ones. He's just carrying a dinosaur.
Yep.
Booger bomb.
What up, Miss Wednesday?
Damn. All right, just Usopp and Sanji then.
73,466 draws. You fought like a proud warrior, and I will give you a warrior's funeral.
Burn him at the pyre.
I will find the people who did this to you and make them pay.
Whoa.
Oh, shit.
Such anguish, such beautiful suffering.
What is this?
Candle wax.
It is wax, okay.
Wax fruit gifted me the ability to produce and manipulate it. I am an artiste. And you, my poor doomed giant friend, will be my next work of art.
Oh, you make them out of wax? Or you wax them up? Can you wax them internally?
Oh, whoa. I guess so.
I wonder if he like puts the wax inside them and wax them from within. Or he just overlays them with a giant coat of wax.
Oh, snap. Good questions.
It's a trippy horror episode.
Yeah, definitely.
It's a two-parter.
Two-parter, baby.
It's a two-parter. What's your relationship with food right now, Rejects? So last year, as many of you guys know, I went full psycho discipline. Tracked everything. I chased a specific physique just to prove I could do it. This year, I'm learning maintenance. I'm learning moderation and how not to spiral because I missed one macro. It's a work in progress. Before I proceed, I want to mention to you how grateful I am, how so many of you guys have messaged me directly how you got on a HUEL because of me and how much you're enjoying it. Thank you. Because here's the honest part. I'm still the guy who likes to track what he eats and simultaneously lacks the discipline to meal prep. That's when something like HUEL Black Edition Ready to Drink really helps save the day. That's right, Koi Jandro. I set aside one just for me so you didn't jack it the next time you're in this office. It's a complete meal in a bottle. 35 grams of protein, 27 essential vitamins and minerals, no artificial sweeteners, colors, or flavors, gluten-free, under $5 a bottle, and it actually helps keep you full and sustained for a few hours. And sometimes when I'm home, I use the Black Edition powder because you can mix it in with other stuff to make it more tasty. But even then, I can be lazy despite promoting discipline. That's why this thing's really great. Because Ready to Drink, RTD for short, not RDJ, that's Robert Downey Jr. RTD, Ready to Drink, is great when life is chaotic. And powder when I want more control and to mix in a little bit more of my own little zest. So, for a limited time offer, you can get HUEL today with my exclusive offer of 50% off online with my code REJECTS at HUEL.com/rejects. New customers only. Thank you to HUEL for partnering and supporting our show yet once again.
Do you not realize what kind of danger we're in?
Shit happens.
What is wrong with you two? Why are you acting like...
I wish I had that level of apathy.
Ain't Nami. You have to get it off.
I'm good.
I guess the green is like... perfect curse.
Make it Sanji's off.
Where you are.
I remember everything. It's like I couldn't control how I felt.
That symbol is a marking of a very dangerous agent called Miss GOLDENWEEK. She uses this special hypnotic paint that alters the victim's emotional state when absorbed into the skin. Breaking that
sounds
is the only way to break her control.
awesome. Yeah. I would love that.
That's so you. Such an original concept for a power.
I would just love that for like a in real life.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Oh, I feel great. You know?
You literally have paint on your leg.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
Interesting.
We're gonna just have to hope that one of your crew is looking for us.
Usopp. The last time I saw him, he was falling in a rock slide. I hope he's okay.
Well, he's not.
He is definitely lost in the jungle.
Luffy is still out there. He'll come for us.
Miss GOLDENWEEK got to him too.
She's really good.
Wherever he is not the Luffy you know right now.
Don't bet against Luffy. We're not dead yet.
That is what I am worried about.
Interesting.
Shackles. They're the work of Miss GOLDENWEEK's partner, Mr. 3. Whatever he's planning, you're gonna wish you were dead.
I really like the actor they got for Vivi. It's always hard being the new cast member.
Whoa, trippy.
Cool. Cool.
Okay, this is the 3 episode. Nice. Oh, lordy.
No need to keep your compliments to yourself. What do you think of my latest piece?
Looks great.
I love that he's screaming.
Did our captives give you any trouble?
The swordsman and the navigator never saw me coming. The princess ran off.
There's one more name on the list. The captain.
Oh.
Where is he?
At the beach, having a picnic.
You were supposed to bring him to me.
Well, I want to keep him.
We've discussed this.
Well, I need a new toy.
Then you shouldn't have broken all of your old ones.
Maybe you can play with me.
On second thought, how can I say no to that face?
This actress looks so familiar.
Yeah, she's acted before.
Looks like a birthday cake. Is it my birthday?
Now that those giants have been neutralized, there's no one else to spoil our party.
Dude. Always a branch. Always a goddamn trope branch.
This is your chance. Find Sanji. I do like the fact that the 2 characters are basically useless in the last episode are the ones that save the day.
Seriously, freaky man. I figured
We go get them. You do your gum thing and bam.
Gum?
The lady on the ship warned me. She said if I didn't take her offer to hide, Baroque Works would hurt my friends. I'm going to die.
Hey, you and me, Captains Usopp and Luffy, just like Usopp and Shanks.
Wipe his tears.
Whatever's going on, you gotta snap out of it. Please.
Wipe his tears.
Come on, Luffy.
Yeah, he doesn't know what the thing is, so he's not gonna wipe it. But yeah, it's frustrating. But he has a solution. He's so close.
He questioned what's on his face. Come on.
I'll be back.
I'm sorry, Usopp.
It's crazy how the tear, like they were able to wipe it off of Nami, but the tears don't smudge it at all.
Throwing a picnic for my new dolly.
Yeah, they're tear-proof.
It's crazy. Like he's sweating and he's teary, you know?
First plan, you hide until they all go away.
Nope.
Nah, man, you gotta face it head on.
Second plan, you fight them, and then you die. Third plan, you find
Sanji.
someone else.
I like the sinister music.
Or
I like how the
with
music's really
somebody
composed.
else.
Music's composed to his state of mind right now. Every part of it.
It's a good observation. Usopp.
Everything would be better if you took your shirt off.
Well, that's something you don't see.
Very attractive man.
day.
He seems more surprised by the wax house than a Tyrannosaurus Rex. T-Rex.
He's seen some things.
Kick it, eat it. Whoa, what is this?
It's the White House.
Had that little detail. Kicked it to see if it was capable of standing on it.
Of course, he's moved him already. Oh, God.
You were right. This is worse than death.
Awesome.
We were pretty pissed we didn't get to kill you all at Whiskey Peak.
You know the problem with some of my associates? They're so focused on the work, they forget to be Baroque.
What does that mean?
Take these two, gifted with such glorious devil fruit abilities. Yet how do they choose to use them? As killers.
You're an artiste.
Would you do the honors?
So gross.
So he's got to always have like boogers.
I don't know why it has to specifically be boogers.
It's raining wax.
Hallelujah, it's raining wax.
The wax mist sprinkling down on your heads will cover you.
That is torturous.
Oh, that's so cruel.
You should be honored. You're dying for art.
That is a cruel way to go.
This has to be a fun role. I see why he picked it, or he chose to be a part of this.
I understand the princesses, but I am an artist.
I can blow them up right now. You are wasting our time.
Oh, yeah, if you can get a sword, you can...
He still has his swords.
My wax will freeze their expressions, immortalize.
People always forget to handicap him from his swords.
The slow death is the entire point.
I've stolen from the finest museums in all of the East Blue, and your art talk is all crap. Look at Zoro. He's not suffering, he's giggling.
Girl's got a point.
You're not helping.
Wipe the paint off. Smart.
Yeah, this is a bad idea for you, brother. Yeah, you dumbass.
Shouldn't have let me keep my swords.
That's always the mistake they make.
I wouldn't dream of immortalizing Roro Zoro without...
Okay, they gave it an actual excuse of why you had it. Good job, Chef. And they're not a threat.
My wax is hard as steel. There it is.
Defeat.
That's the reaction I've been looking for.
God. Dastmalchian's good at anything he does.
Yeah, he's killing it.
He's anything he does, he's good.
Nobody ever wanted to play with me until I got my special paint. Now people do whatever I want.
I love the performance he's giving here is so good.
Blue will make you sadder than you've ever felt in your whole entire life. You already know that.
What about red?
I love this creepy demonic music.
Friends let you down, not like toys. When toys stop being fun, you can put them back in the box. I tried to explain that to my parents, but they didn't understand.
Oh, jeez.
I painted them too and put them in a box.
Ah!
They were so noisy in there
They would be.
for the first few days.
Then they suffocated.
And then they died. Silly parents.
It's getting boring.
Mellow out. Mellow out.
Now you can relax and forget all about those silly friends.
Oh, you done messed up, girl.
How do you like the tea?
What's going on?
Yeah, what did we say green was?
How does Dog
Green's
like
the one that mellows
tea?
you out.
Oh, yeah.
Or makes you laugh.
Going to save my...
Oh!
How do you like the tea?
Jesus.
Oh, green's the one that Zoro had. He was laughing with it.
Yeah.
Or no. Right? Yeah, Nami was yellow.
This tea is delicious.
Oh, he's trying so hard.
Yeah, he's really fighting. It's fun this allowed the actors to get something different to do with their characters. And he gave him a real challenge there.
Yeah.
What do we have here? Where's my folder?
It's up to old Sanji to save the day.
Oh, it's the phone. It's the snail phone. That's a fun one.
This is the shitty restaurant. May I take your reservation?
Is that how you speak to your superior?
My apologies, Mr. Zero.
Well played.
The use of transponder snails will soon be too much of a risk. I trust. I only need to ask this once.
No, that was the guy in the post-credit scene of season 1.
No, Smoker. I think that might be the guy who stopped Smoker.
I was gonna torture them for longer, but that greenhead one just
No,
really
is that right?
so annoying. I couldn't turn him up fast enough, to be honest.
I've been saying this since the beginning.
What
Weird.
the hell?
You've got to be fucking joking.
An F-bomb?
Miss Friday and Mr. 13. What? This is wild.
That's awesome.
I love this. Yo.
I love
Wow.
that. That is awesome.
Help! Oh, he just makes the assumption.
Is he alive? Oh, different. Oh, the red giant. Oh, he's alive. I was wondering how that would have killed him because I was like, it's just one stab.
Yeah.
He's a giant. Maybe what was inside temporarily knocked him out.
We will defeat our foes together, the Elbaf way, with honor
and savagery. I really like the atmosphere and vibe of the episode. A lot of the score is just very eerie.
Perhaps my offer was a bit hasty, but no matter the danger, I'm sure Captain Usopp can handle it.
Become the legend.
These Baroque Works guys are different.
You are scared.
I'm not scared. Who said scared? I didn't say that.
It's okay to be scared.
Your friends' lives are at stake. It makes sense you are scared.
It's okay, man.
Real warriors.
In the cave, you asked me, how can one face death without fear?
You can't.
True bravery is not the absence of fear, but going into battle in spite of it.
Yeah,
Real
buddy.
courage.
If I go into battle alone, I'll die.
Honorable death, trying to save your friend.
A good death is its own reward.
I love how the bird's its own character.
Does she talk?
Polly, want a cracker?
Oh, did you snap its neck? Holy crap.
That was cool. Good job.
Is there some trouble, Mr. 3?
I'm gonna have to put you on hold.
Oh my god. Oh my.
Oh no. Oh no, he's getting messed up.
Yeah.
Oh no. It's okay to use your hands once in a while, man.
Yeah, man. He's useless with his hands. His hands
Drop
no
kick
chance.
him. There it is. There's the drop kick. Yeah.
Oh Lord. Oh, that was a good one. That was a good shot.
Your pets are dead.
How share?
I was on the drone. Oh no, he's killing it.
Who am I really speaking to?
Is Mr. Zero the cat? The Gold Rogers? Could he be a back?
No, he's dead.
Then know this, Mr. Prince. The Straw Hat Pirates
I cut his hat off.
will regret taking this call.
Oh, the smoker? You said. I know you said it. I know we established this.
Now I'm wondering if they're trying to mislead us into thinking it's smoker.
You're like, now that I think it's smoker. You're
No,
like,
no, it's
not.
because it's just like it's too big of a clue that they would let on.
Hello, gorgeous.
Oh yes, another one of the things that Vivi tried to give him, or that Miss All Sunday tried to give him.
I can't cut through this wax, but I can cut through my legs.
You're going to cut off your feet? What kind of a plan is that?
Better than being dead.
Oh, don't do that, Sanji.
This is disgusting. Stop it.
At least free the others.
This is disgusting.
You cannot save them, and you're too late to save Alabasta.
He's just trying to get under your skin.
Will we save Alabasta by the end of the season?
The people there blame their troubles on the king.
Her father.
My father wants to save my country.
The tides are turning in Alabasta.
What does Baroque Works want from Alabasta?
That's Mr. Zero's secret.
A secret, eh?
That freak wants us to die scared.
Don't.
I'm not gonna give him that satisfaction.
Haha.
Luffy will come.
You lot don't give up.
Are you gonna give up on your kingdom?
Don't lose hope.
Hmm.
I can guarantee he's fighting it.
I'd keep my eyes closed.
Right now, Mr. 3 is killing your friends. How does that make you feel?
I feel like there's been a lot less of Luffy because of all the other stuff going on.
This is my favorite color.
All the colors.
Black is the absence of light. On my palette, it's the absence of hope.
Ooh.
It makes you give up on everything you believe in. Do you have a dream?
I don't need betrayal, Black.
I'm going to find the One Piece. I will be
King of the Pirates! Is your will stronger than her paint, Luffy? Oh no. Oh shoot, full black.
Galera is never a good day.
The sea. One little dip, and your dreams will never come true. Walk into the ocean. Don't look back.
I mean, I feel like if you walk to the ocean, it'll wash off your face.
But then once they're already in the ocean, it's too late because his powers.
Luffy! Don't say it!
There you go. It's washed off now. Go save him, Usopp.
You're not coming anywhere near me, creepy long stockings.
Creepy long stockings. Oh yeah, get a taste of your own medicine, girl.
Oh, perfectly planted.
Captain Usopp to the rescue!
Aw, Usopp, you proved yourself essential, my friend. Oh, she's gonna go mad.
It's going insane. Dang. Almost there, guys.
How will you get that wax off?
Yeah, I wonder if it's one of those things that once you take them out or knock them unconscious, it just kind of all melts.
Or maybe seawater. But yeah, how would you move them? No.
You're too late.
Luffy, start acting.
Right.
I estimate they have a few minutes of air left in their lungs. That's more time than you have.
Beat down time, baby. I'll be right here, buddy. Go get him, Luffy.
Nah, it's going to be up to Usopp.
Any last words?
We're the Giants.
In Elbaf, traditionally a duel begins with the gesture of mutual respect.
I'd rather begin like this.
They could break the thing.
Oh, yeah. Can she become harder than steel?
They could break it.
You're Miss Valentine, right? You come up with that code name yourself? Because you don't seem very sweet.
Irritate her enough.
Get out here and help me.
2 against 1.
Use your umbrella, girl.
Hey, let's talk about your partner. He got a raw deal. What's his double fruit again? Exploding boogers? Hey.
Keep cracking it.
You never shut up, do you? Guess I'll have to make you.
Ooh.
Ooh, jeez. Dang, I'm definitely gave you a concussion.
Oh, no. Oh, fuck.
Oh, my God.
Killer.
Oh, my God.
You're about to die.
An honorable death.
Aww. Hell yeah.
Nice.
Damn, I'm surprised Usopp survived those blows to the face like that.
Yeah, 100 kilos is crazy.
It's enough to crack all that. He's
Damn. How's your skull not cracked at that point?
Let's make this fight a bit more fair. I'll get him.
We'll get her.
Yeah. Girls get the girl, guy get the guy.
Baroque Works always researches our targets. Learn their strength.
The wax.
In his hair.
You rush in blindly, strike without thinking.
Turn him around.
You can make wax the same color as yourself? That's interesting.
I think he made that.
Oh, cool. That's interesting.
That's awesome. That's cool. That's really cool.
Yeah.
What's the lie?
Happy Valentine's Day! Get away from my friend.
Get away from her, you bitch.
Nice. You can't booger bomb Zoro.
You even know how to fight without those swords. You know how to fight without picking your nose?
Oh, he's gonna pull out the Glock. Okay. You just put a booger in the gun?
No, breeze breath. Nice. It's a cool gun move, though.
Night.
Usopp.
Hey.
Yeah.
That was a nice callback.
Special Tabasco star!
Nice.
Whoa.
Okay. So he's on any of
Very
them.
Cool. It's the one on the left.
Yeah. Nice. Cool choreography. Damn, that was awesome. Oh, this is really impressive.
Oh, I was wrong. Eesh.
Cute stick. Seems a bit fragile.
Oh,
Ooh,
no.
woof.
Yes.
This is Breakerim.
Yeah.
For Igram.
Sure kill Flamestar!
Melt the wax.
Nice. Hell yeah.
Oh, he got one in the mouth.
awesome.
That was cool.
That was badass as fuck.
That was so cool. Damn, Usopp was the shit in this episode.
Oh, our friend.
How do you like my sculpture?
Gamma Gamma! Pistol!
Pistol.
Your luck!
Oh, jeez. Fuck. It's like fighting goddamn Beetlejuice.
Trying to punch your way through every problem.
Headbutt him.
Oh, I prefer to view it as...
I think his hands would be more malleable to get out of something like that.
Because our research was wrong.
Use your feet. Ouch.
You're all too easy to take down as those poor, dumb giants.
Those giants were my friends.
Hmm.
And whoa! Hammer!
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah.
I like how we're getting more of the darkness within Luffy.
The desperation, the anger.
You're okay. We are too, somehow.
Usopp saved the day.
Somehow Palpatine returned.
What the hell happened here? Sanji.
He just missed all the major action.
Hey, he helped.
He did it. He got us some information.
Well, look what I found.
Sanji. You're amazing.
I like how he dodged it from Luffy because he's going to smash it again.
This is great. That means we don't have to wait for our log post to reset.
Kill Miss Valentine.
Stop it, Luffy.
Kill Valentine. Make sure Valentine's dead.
Also make sure 3's dead.
Are we forgetting anything else?
Our boy. Our other boy.
Dory was trapped in the wax too, so I set him free. Did you all know there were giants on this island?
That's right. He just found out. That's funny as hell.
We're happy that you're both alive.
We giants are a hearty lot. One taste of his stew could bring anyone back from the dead.
What about your duel?
After 100 years with no victor, we think the gods have made their judgment plain.
I owe you.
I owe you. Now we have a new tale to tell.
Of Captain Usopp.
I'm gonna visit Elbaf one day.
You'll fit right in. Maybe you'll stand out a little. When you sail away, trust in us and sail straight ahead.
Try not to die anymore!
I've diverted you from your journey long enough. The next ship we pass, I'll ask them for passage. I'll use the Eternal Post
No.
to get home.
Are you kidding?
Everybody asked Nami to set course to Alabasta.
I can't ask you to take me.
You didn't have to.
No.
You're the best, Luffy. I want to
really
be just
is.
like you when I grow up.
He's so good.
Our new friends have set sail. They won't get very far with that monster in the water.
Ooh, I wonder if it's the one that Luffy encountered when he was a child.
If our dueling days are over, I can't think of a better way to say goodbye.
That frame rate makes it so eerie.
There's something swimming right for us! See another dinosaur?
Oh,
What the hell?
Cool.
What? Holy shit.
Oh, they're helping.
Oh,
wow.
Shit.
Did you see that?
That was crazy.
May good fortune be with you! I suddenly recall what started our duel in the first place. We had each taken down an enormous sea king, and we were asked which one was bigger. Mine was hogwash!
Here we go.
And here we go again.
Then perhaps you should settle this once and for all with a duel!
You okay, Nami?
We lost the fight. Your partner lost her mind.
Damn.
I told you we should have killed them when we had the chance. This was all your fault.
That's not the whole truth.
You won't be telling him anything.
Oh my.
I can't believe they just killed that innocent goldfish.
R.I.P. Big Goldfish.
To the hero of Little Garden.
Usopp.
Usopp.
Yeah!
Usopp.
You gonna tell a story?
Usopp. Yeah.
Okay, so there I was. Me alone, surrounded by 6 assassins.
6?
Maybe there was 8. They were moving pretty fast.
I did defeat 2 Baroque Works agents myself. Miss Friday and Mr. 13.
What were they like?
Very dangerous opponents.
It's covered for him. Nice.
It must be nice to be part of a crew.
But it's also nice to have another girl on board.
She's gonna stay.
I hope she does. I really like her a lot.
Yeah.
She's a great addition.
I'm actually feeling a little tired, so I'm gonna
Yeah,
turn in
something's
early,
going
but I'll see you in the
on.
morning, okay?
What did they do to you?
Was she attacked at one point that we didn't see? Was she poisoned with something? Give her a tangerine.
Oh, geez. It's gonna end like that.
What's what's a period?
I don't think it was done.
No, it was. It's the next episode right here.
Oh, crazy. Why is that coming up then?
Because it's the start of the next episode.
Oh, got it. Anywho, what you say?
I said, what's a period?
Well, once a month, women kind of go through this thing. Their bodies change. And babies come. That's what that is.
So she's having a baby?
She's
Aaron?
having a baby. Eventually.
And
I don't know who got her pregnant.
They say men don't understand women.
Oh, God.
Gosh.
Silly.
You underestimate the brain of a man.
Yeah, me smart.
Me like Nami. Me Nami pretty. No.
Oh, Lord.
All right, guys. Well, if you want the full reaction watch along where you sync it with your own copy of One Piece, of course, stream this off Netflix. If you're streaming off anywhere else, that's kind of weird. It's available for our Royal Rejects at our Patreon.
Oh,
Patreon. The Real Rejects. Woo! Usopp. And over there, you help us fight all the copyright claim overlords. Real thing. Ask anyone who does reaction videos. Secondly, you can also support us by go to rejectnationshop.com.
Reject Nation Shop.
I think as of today, Aaron and I might have settled on one of 2 T-shirts.
Yes. Yes. They're coming soon.
By
so
the time we get to
people look
episode
out.
8, we will know what shirt we will finally want to produce. Then you will not care about One Piece anymore.
Well, we still got the others' reactions, so maybe they can,
Yeah, but gosh, Tara, I'm thinking she should be locked away in a basement or something. So here we are. Wow, dude. Okay, so that was long and epic. There was like two. It was a pretty hefty 2-parter.
It was, and I think we kind of had a similar sentiment. Being 4 was kind of the weaker of the 2.
Yeah. Oh my God, I was surprised because there was a lot going on, and it was one of those puzzling head scratchers of I should be so enthralled right now, but I'm not. Am I tired? What's going on here?
Yeah.
And I just don't. I think that I just wasn't really. They're introducing new characters, and I wasn't really connecting with the Giants. Like the Giants, I think visually they look great.
Yeah.
It's really hard to like pull that off. And one of the more impressive parts I think about what they did with the Giants is sometimes when you cut away from. Like I noticed it with like Lord of the Rings. Let's not use an example. Let's talk about it. When you cut to like just them in singles, it's just the clouds and stuff. Or close-ups. Even then, they still felt like giants. Usually, you have to use like a contrast and scale, so that way you can see how gigantic they are. But then when you cut to them in close-up, you cut to them in just a 2-shot with Sky. It's like, oh, these just look like human beings now. They don't look like giants, but they did such a good job on capturing them that I was like, damn, these really look like fucking giants.
Yeah, I feel like they had even though this is obviously something that's heightened, it felt like they had a good grasp on how someone that size would move within space, even if it's not shown within contrast to something that is smaller. And I feel like the deepness of their voice and the cadence in which they would talk, coupled with the slowness in which they would move and how heavy each of their actions felt, made it feel like, okay, these are giants, these are more powerful and larger than life beings. So I feel like they did a great job of capturing that in a way that was very believable.
Yeah. And while they grew on me in personality, especially by episode 2, like when one of them was like looking like they were going to die, and by the time I got to episode 2, the second episode of this, they were more enjoyable. I was just finding the way they were written, their dialogue and everything to be a little, it felt generic. Like, this is the generic version of this type of character that you would come across, and there didn't seem to be something that they were doing that felt different. If it's like that in the manga and the anime, amazing, awesome. I would still prefer when we're watching an adaptation, when you can encounter a character like this, to bring something different to the portrayal outside of like the basic kind of dialogue you would give them in the basic kind of portrayal. So while that's probably good enough for some people, that's why I was like, there's so much attention given to them, and I felt like they were kind of bogging down the energy of it all, and it was kind of detracting for me when other stuff was happening. Like it was interesting because I thought like this is going to be a crazy setup where you encounter like a T-Rex, and there's just something kind of odd to me about how. Like Luffy sees a dinosaur, the first one, he's like, wow, whoa. Then they see a T-Rex and they're like, well, kick its ass and eat it. What are they receptive to out here?
Because I feel like Luffy just has a general sense of love and wonder for life. But it seemed like the T-Rex was about to attack them. So like, all right, we got to act quickly. So we don't really have as much opportunity to live in the reverence of what they were experiencing.
I felt like they dropped the sense of wonder from them being there kind of fast. When I think that might have helped aid a little bit in the episode, in the initial one. Like it was fine, everything was fine, but that's what I mean. It was like that one of those things where I started questioning like, okay, we're almost done with this episode, and I'm just not quite as connected to this as I hoped I would be. And it's like I'm here for our characters. So when the situations suddenly became about our main characters, then the connection really starts to form. Our characters are in captive. What that set up for Usopp as a character was really strong. It's my favorite of Usopp. Like what they set up for him was really, really strong. Getting to see the darkness of Luffy was great too, and the way that all tethered together. By the time we got to the final action scenes, I was like wrapped up in it. There was great choreography. It was exciting. So yeah, it all paid off in the end.
Yeah.
But I would say part 4 was definitely on the weaker side for me. But I really liked 5 a lot. And at the end of the day, I feel like you got to take these two as a whole. And the last half I think is great. This is some great One Piece stuff.
Yeah, like I think it wasn't a bad episode, but I think if you're comparing it to what we've seen thus far between both seasons, I feel like it is on the weaker end. I feel like it might be the weakest episode of the series. But what it sets
series,
up,
huh? Yeah, probably.
yeah. But thus far, but what it sets up is something that is really poignant and powerful for the characters, and it kind of goes to show that this show was designed to be binged, because you're not going to just watch this on a week-to-week basis and be like, okay, yeah, like I feel satisfied with that individual chapter. It felt like something that was designed for setup. And yeah, even though our ultimate goal is the One Piece, there seems to be this recurrent thing of like, oh, these stops we have to make along the way that serve our characters in their arcs, but also give us more lore about the world.
Yeah.
So even though the first half didn't really service towards our main goal or even our sub goal with getting, Vivi to her people, it definitely enriched our characters on the way. So by the time we get to those goals, they each have a more integral role to play because of the experiences they've gone through.
Yeah. How are you feeling about the Grand Line? How like we're getting a variety of locations and interactions with different types of people, and I don't feel like they're wasting time. I think they're like getting right to it every freaking episode, and I think it's pretty cool how they're doing it. How are you feeling about it?
I'm digging it so far. I like the fact that we get a sense of each environment having a vastly different way our characters interact with it, plus just the variety of different types of stories we're able to tell. I think it's really interesting and really fun, and having these different episodes kind of highlight these things about our characters. Like the last one is very much not Sanji, what's his name? Zoro was like the main kind of focus of that last one, and then this one seemed like Usopp was the one who was like the main focus. And I feel like Luffy kind of got the shortest end of the stick, but I think that's okay because it gives our other characters the chance to really shine. But
in this episode, I thought what he he
was doing was cool, and like he kind of stopped the antagonist of the episode towards the end of it. But I felt like when we started seeing him with I can't remember the girl with the paint, and then we cut back to him, it seemed like we like missed a scene between him sitting on the ground and him crying, and then him standing up punching himself. I was like, okay, I feel like something about this experience and him fighting through it could have been a little bit more fleshed out. But I think ultimately, by the time we got to where it was heading, it didn't affect me too much. But I remember in the moment, I was like, oh, that seems like a weird kind of transitionary point. I feel like haven't come back to him in a while.
I would need to revisit the episode again when the inevitable rewatch happens when season 3 comes out.
Yeah.
To see if I feel the same way. I guess I was so wrapped up in... I feel so bad. How can I watch a show for so long and still not know that actor's name? I don't know any of their names. I don't know a single actor's name.
Are you talking about the characters or actors?
The actor.
Oh, I don't know any of the actors' names.
Yeah. What's the character's name? Luffy? The actor's name. And because I thought like I was so engrossed in how he was acting in what his acting performance was, because I felt like we were getting this shade of something that was much. It seems like it preys on something that's within that. What the paint does is it preys on something that's within that character already. It's not a falsehood. They take a layer of someone's emotion and it magnifies that emotion to an unhealthy, irrational point. And I loved his performance so much, like especially when the transition from, was it? Oh God, I think it was from blue to green paint. And he was just fighting it, and you could see like that's such a hard performance to do when he's fighting against it and he's crying, and you could see that the act of what the paint's doing is taking over, but you have to see what's going on underneath.
Yeah.
Whereas like everyone else was given the task of just give in to what the paint is doing, which is what they were clearly directed to do, and he had a much layered, more challenging part to do at that moment, and so I thought that scene that he gave was so strong. And that's why I think that's why I was so wrapped up in it, was so much of his performance. And I was really taken with like the crazy demonic music that they were doing. Like there's a lot of possession horror songs. I like the contrast look of it because everything's so like bright and vibrant and we're on an island. Yet the music and the sounds of the music were so like, oh, there's a bit of a hauntingness to it that I was enjoying. So there's like other technical things and mood that I was, I guess I was feeding off of in those scenes, you know?
Yeah.
And I like the paint power too. The paint power. I was like, oh, I wish that was real. I could just do that to myself.
Yeah, no,
How cool would that be?
Super unique, super creative.
I just live with black paint. That's what I do. Just always in that mood.
Oh my God,
All
so
hope
many
is gone.
people would utilize that and abuse that. And I mean, hey, shit, I wouldn't be inclined to try it on
Wouldn't want to
myself.
try it.
Yeah, you know, it's fun. You know, especially you can just like wipe it off. You know, it's instantaneous. So yeah, why not? But I wanted to build upon what you were saying with the actor who plays Luffy because I feel like he does a phenomenal job of bringing the heart, yet it's this tough balance, right? He brings a lot of heart, but a lot of naivety, but that naivety isn't ignorance at the same time. And I feel like he's able to capture that in a way where typical or a lot of anime protagonists have that within, you know, an animated realm, but that sort of thing and what on the surface seems like a simplistic character has a harder time being adapted. And I feel like the actor was able to find the nuance within the parameters of that character to add a lot more depth to what's on the surface and what we typically expect. And I feel like that's, you know, a very tough balancing act to achieve, which I think the actor does amazingly.
Yeah, he does a great job.
Yeah. What do you think about our villains for the episode?
Whew. The
paint.
I mean, Dastmalchian was awesome.
Yeah.
He's such a great performer, and the utilization of his power he was really fun. He was really fun. I wouldn't say I was particularly ever scared of the guy. Like he didn't provide that effect. I still think to this day the best villain has been Mihawk. I feel like Mihawk has still been the most enjoyable villain, and we're all looking forward to his return. But David Dastmalchian shows up on screen. I'm excited by him. But the illustration of the wax powers was really cool, and although I think like the Paint Girl was a little. I feel like I wish they gave a little bit more dialogue to the Paint Girl. I think there's missing some variation in some of the portrayals sometimes with the show of it. I mean, there's something kind of cool at the same time about just seeing characters that are like definitively bad and definitively good. Like there's something kind of cool about that because we don't really get that nowadays. Everything has to be nuanced. So there's something neat about just seeing like villains again. But I do like what Dastmalchian did. The Paint Girl I was more intrigued by, but I did feel like her dialogue of being lonely was getting repetitive. And even though I think she was really entertaining, and the Booker guy became more enjoyable. 5. Valentine, cool. But the fight scene with 5 and Zoro was really neat. But specifically when they were on the cake, I thought the choreography of him with a pistol and him with a sword and dodging that reminded me of like old school kung fu movies or something different. Like not old school kung fu, but like the days of like Equilibrium and The Matrix when they're using like two different things. So yeah, I mean, did you have a specific one that stood out to you?
David Dastmalchian did a great job to me. I feel like he is such a diverse actor, and getting to see him play a role that is both evil yet whimsical. I can understand why he'd be attracted to play a role like this because it seems like a really fun role to try to inhabit. And I like that our villains were 2 artists technically, because
that's a good compliment.
Yeah, we got the girl who's like, you know, obsessed with paint, and another guy obsessed with sculpting and wax, and you know, it's the darker side of what people consider them, the darker side of what an artist can be, you know, one who's like fueled by ego and their sense of being able to establish something. Because like what he made the cake, and then he's like, oh, but their suffering is like part of it, what makes the work so good,
right? Yeah.
And then her also was about, you know, allowing people to feel or control within the realm of feeling what she was able to control. So yeah, it was like this interesting commentary on like art and control and how those two things kind of played in tandem with one another. Even though they didn't have too many scenes together, I just thought that was a fun little
that's cool.
way
Yeah,
to play.
That's a
play
good
with
point. Yeah, two different types of artists, and we've seen these types of artists in real life before.
Yeah.
So to get that, like one is very much like a showcase music, like come to my gallery type of artist.
Exactly.
And the other one's more of like an independent millennial. And then on top of that, we got more too, like Friday and 13. Which was really wacky. Like I love when it got like super wacky like that. I like the fight with the phone call, and then it keeps it in the one shot. Like some of the CGI with that was like was
it was
funny
a little wonky, but
because
it was
like
fun.
it's clearly the actor plays Sanji is like his eye line wasn't quite matching up sometimes where he was like looking and kicking, but it was still like whatever. It's like it's supposed to be goofy. That's the thing. That's supposed to be goofy, and the goofiness for me worked in that moment. It's not supposed to be like high stakes, intense, serious.
Totally.
So yeah, it was really funny. But Usopp, man, he really impressed me with his. I take it back because on the first I remember the first time we watched One Piece, I kind of felt like they were trying to sell us a lot on Usopp. But then when I rewatched it, I really liked Usopp a lot. And then I think like going into this, the strength of Usopp is they found ways to magnify him and really make him feel underestimated. And I thought the way how this really could have easily fallen into a territory where they were trying to force Usopp to feel essential or feel like something integral. And they managed to do it in a way that felt really natural, like him saving Luffy. And even when he's taking the beating from Valentine, even though both of us were like, you're supposed to be the human being. You'd think you'd be dead with that amount of pounds that are like, I know that it was already pre-cracking the cake already with the weight.
Yeah.
But if she's delivering like that to his head, like that's enough to kill a guy. Even in this world, I'm still like, you're supposed to be your part in this is you are just a guy. So you should be like dying or something worse than how you shouldn't be really functioning right now. But thematically because he doesn't have strength, the super strength, he would be, but he used that in order to free his friends.
Yeah.
So I thought that was really cool. Like he earns the whole like, Usopp, you're the shit moment. I thought that was really nice.
Yeah. I think Usopp is one that's interesting when it comes to adaptation because, I haven't really, this is the adaptation of the version of the show that I'm watching, but I have friends who are big fans of the anime. And they say for them, the one thing that's different for them is Usopp in the sense that though he is technically black in the anime and he's African, he has a very long pointed nose because he's supposed to be like an allegory or like their version of Pinocchio because he like tells tales and tells lies all the time.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, but he's also supposed to be a major coward, and I feel like he does have some of that cowardice, especially in this episode. But I guess it's like a lot more, which probably may run the risk of being insufferable in adaptation. But I like that in this one, he's a guy who tries to play cool, who is suave, who is underneath a coward, but who wants to be brave. And I feel like that layer of that contradiction within that guy, I think makes him come across as more interesting, especially with an adaptation like this.
That's true. Yeah. No, as you were speaking, I'm like, I don't know if that will work in live action.
Yeah. He's supposed to be like super scared all the time, and it's supposed to be like a really long nose.
Well, you're also with in anime, you have the ability where you're with like maybe the island arc on the anime is like many episodes.
Right. Could be.
That's how just from the sheer quantity of episodes that I hear the anime is, that I would imagine the island arc is like many episodes, so you get more of an opportunity to like mess with these things in that regard.
Yeah, and you probably have some semblance of filler because this show's been on since 1999 and has not missed a week since it came out.
Really?
Yeah.
That's impressive. Damn.
Yeah, man. So
that's hardcore.
It's hardcore. So yeah, you have to have at least imagine some semblance of filler, so you elongate things to kind of give yourself time to write more arcs in the back end.
And I like the way Vivi's coming into the form with the team. I like the extra nuance too that like the king is not necessarily a great guy. Maybe the reveal is going to be I know we've been thinking like maybe Smoker, but part of me is wondering like, is her dad Zero? And like, there's some like big twist with that or something.
That
you
would
know?
be interesting. Yeah, I don't know.
Is he trying to help overthrow his own government in a way? Like, I don't know. It's like there's so many teases going to the fact that it's Smoker.
Yeah, and I'm starting to think it's not. I mean, I briefly thought it was because of the cigar, but you saw this guy has like a line across his face, and Smoker doesn't have that. So I'm like, okay, well, it's interesting. We have two characters that have major cigars as part of their visual
It's
design.
Smoker's dad. One Piece live action. Did they even release the image of him? Nope. He's clean as a whistle.
Yeah, no lines on his face.
Clean as a whistle. But yeah, man, good arc overall. And, thought 4, not our favorite, but 5, pretty great stuff still.
Totally.
And some rewarding. And again, the action. And, oh, yes, please, kudos to the VFX artists and the practical of like when they choose to go practical, when they choose to do CGI, it's a pretty good blend of both. And I'm really impressed with like the locations. And I think it's really impressive what they're doing with the entire look of it. I feel like they've really upped their game here, and it's nice to see it all being embraced and utilized in a variety of ways.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, guys. Well, that's it for today. Keep a lookout for tomorrow's upload. We're trying to get these out at least once a day. So thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for supporting us. And we'll see you guys soon. Reject Nation.
Deuces.